How's it going, people? For today's video, I'm going to explain the best ways to farm Battle Pass XP and save the world after yesterday's update. For those who don't know, every time there's a new Battle Royale season, they always make some changes to the amount of Battle Pass XP you can earn and save the world. So we're going to take a look at those changes, but before we get into it, I did want to go over some tips first. Just like before, the best missions to do to get Battle Pass XP quickly are always going to be dungeons, and to be specific, I mean the lab, crypts, and inferno dungeons. And the reason I wanted to mention that now is because I believe they're going to return on April 5th when this current venture season ends. So if you're trying to get Battle Pass XP quickly and save the world, you're going to want to keep an eye out for those dungeons when they return. For those of you who have your storm shields built, endurance is going to be another really good way to get Battle Pass XP quickly and save the world. But yeah, when it comes to regular missions, I would say retrieve the data and ride the lightning are probably two of the best missions to do because they both give a lot of Battle Pass XP and you can complete them pretty quickly. So yeah, when it comes to the best missions, I would say dungeons are probably the best way, then endurance second. And for regular missions, you want to try to do either retrieve the data or ride the lightning. A couple other things I should mention. It doesn't matter what the power level of the mission is. So whether you're doing a high power level retrieve the data in Twine Peaks or a low level retrieve the data in Stonewood, either way, you're going to get the same amount of Battle Pass XP from it. Another way you can get Battle Pass XP quicker and save the world is by completing your bonus objectives. So if you look in the top left, you can see a lot of times that includes speed running the mission. Like in this Fight the Storm, for example, if we were able to complete it within the 2 days, we would get bonus XP from it. Fully exploring the map will also give you extra Battle Pass XP. And the way you do that is just uncover all the gray areas on the map. And another way you can earn extra Battle Pass XP is by getting at least a gold badge in combat, building, and utility. Obviously for combat, all you have to do is just kill. To get gold in building, all you have to do is just build. Upgrading pieces also increases your building. In order to increase your utility, you're going to want to either destroy items around the map. See, that moved it from 26 to 28. You can also try searching items. That bumped it from 28 to 30. But as you can tell, it doesn't really increase your utility a lot. One way you can increase it quicker is by crafting weapons. So right now we're at 30 utility, but we're going to go ahead and craft a deatomizer, and that bumps it up to 542, and that got us to silver. So if you were to just craft 2 weapons, that should boost us up to gold. And there we go. And now we got gold in every category. And again, that's going to give us more Battle Pass XP when we complete the mission. So in order to reach gold for each of those, you're going to need about 950 combat, 650 building, and we got the gold badge for utility after we reached 1000. So the gold badges are going to be somewhere near those numbers. So yeah, just wanted to mention that because you can get Battle Pass XP faster and save the world by doing those things. So next up, I want to take a look at the updated values. They did increase the cap from 280,000 Battle Pass XP you can earn every day to 320,000, and that only includes XP you get from endurance and regular missions. You can earn more XP than that by completing your daily and weekly challenges. You could also earn more than the cap if you have supercharged XP active. But yeah, when it comes to endurance and regular missions, the cap has increased from 280,000 to 320. Next thing I want to look at are the general dailies and weeklies. So it does look like these got nerfed. Last season, the general daily would give you 33,000. This season, it looks like it only gives 21,000. Same thing with the weekly. It used to give 138,000 and now it only gives 93,000. So although they increased the cap for endurance and regular missions, they did lower the amount you earn from these general daily and weekly quests. It does look like the dungeon daily also got nerfed. That went from 33,000 to 21,000. It looks like both the War Games daily and weekly, as well as the endurance daily, both got nerfed as well. The War Games weekly went from 65,000 to 36,000. The endurance daily weighed 30, went from 10,000 to 7,000. Now it does look like they buffed the combat utility building and exploration badges. Exploration went from 1,500 to 1,700 and the others went from 1,500 to 2,600. Same thing with speed run, that was also buffed and that went from 3,800 to 4,400. Anyways, now we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple missions. Fight the Storm went from 23,000 to 27,500, so that got a buff. Ride the Lightning went from 27,300 to 32,500. Looks like that got a buff as well. Retrieve the Data went from 28,400 to 32,500. And again, Retrieve the Data, Ride the Lightning are the two best regular missions for farming Battle Pass XP. Looks like SSD 10 also got a little buff. Went from 76,000 to 85,000. Rescue Survivors really doesn't get that much. That went from 15,000 to 18,000. Destroy the Encampments also got buffed. That went from 15,000 to 22,500. Repair the Shelter went from 39,900 to 40,000. Not a huge buff there. Evacuate the Shelter went from 28,000 to 36,000, so that got a nice buff. Also wanted to take a look at Endurance as well, and we're just going to look at Wave 30. That went from 287,000 to 328,000. So technically you could reach the cap now after just doing one Endurance. That's another really good way to farm Battle Pass XP and save the world. It's by doing your Endurance. I do want to double check the dungeons just to make sure they're still good when it comes to XP. The crypts went from 15,000 to 17,000. Yeah, they're still going to be the best way to farm Battle Pass XP. See, Inferno also went from 6,700 to 8,800. That can be completed in like 3 minutes. The Lab is another really good one. That went from 16,000 to 21,000. So yeah, the dungeons are still going to be like the #1 way to farm Battle Pass XP quickly. Endurance is probably the easiest way if you got it built. You can just AFK it once and you should be able to reach the cap. And when it comes to regular missions, I would say Retrieve the Data and Ride the Lightning are probably the top 2. So yeah, that sums up the changes that were made to Battle Pass XP you can earn and save the world. Before I go, I did want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's been using creator code A1. Anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day and thanks for watching.